Welcome back to my YouTube channel.
Can you see what the Lord has done? What we waited for has come to pass. See what the Lord has done.
That I'm no longer recording for YouTube because I was demotivated, unmotivated, whatever you call it, and I don't want to come here and talk about God. I said it before, but I feel like I'm being called on a journey, which is sort of weird, which is sort of weird because like I'm already on a spiritual journey with my ancestors, and that is not fun because it has been one hell, not even one hell of a year, but a hell of 5 years since I went to initiation. It has been hell. It is still hell, you know. But I don't want to say I'm getting closer to God or whatever, because I've always had a relationship with God even before I went to initiation, because I was a born again Christian before I actually went or accepted my gift, because I've always knew about my gift. I just didn't think I would practice as a sangoma, even though I'm not practicing as a sangoma. Yeah, so I kind of feel there's just been something on my mind, and the thoughts of it, and not even the thoughts, but the voice in my head, which is what people say, or yeah, which is what people refer to as God talking to them, is getting louder and louder and louder and louder and louder by the day. I'm being called on a purity journey. Like, I understand, and for me it's not like difficult to actually stay pure or to abstain. That is what I call it, to abstain, because I can literally just go a year without being intimate with anybody, because like I'm not dating anybody, you know. And romantically, everything has just been up and down. Yeah, everything, not even up and down. Like, I don't know what I'm talking about. Everything hasn't been up and down because I'm not dating anybody. This is me being vulnerable on YouTube again. Like, I didn't think this would be me in this phase of my life, because I've always been vulnerable, but I thought that's oversharing and I don't want to talk about some things on my YouTube channel no more. But I'm being called on a journey to purity, and with me being the person that I am, or with how I've been before, I've obviously been sexually active. I have a baby, duh, you know. But also it's like I don't want to find myself in such a situation again, even though it was led by love and everything, and I think it was just the universe aligning our paths for me to have this baby, because I've been crying about having a baby for the longest time. If you've been at day one, or if you've been on this channel for more than a year, you know that I've wanted kids. I've wanted a baby since like I was dating girls. I would talk about my girlfriend and talk about wanting a girl on the same video. That's how crazy it was. So I think we just got aligned for me to actually have a baby, because most of the time I realize that I give off my energy and it ends up tainting me spiritually, because obviously not everyone is pure. Like, yeah, not everyone is pure. I don't want to say like abstaining or celibate. Not everyone is pure to the extent of like after having a sexual intercourse you go cleanse, or you just do a cleansing, self-cleansing at home or whatever. People don't believe in those things, even though they hear about them on social media all the time. Not everybody practices them, and I'm talking for myself also. And with me being at this point that I'm at in my spiritual journey, I think it makes sense why I'm being called to purity right now. But it feels like much more of a bigger deal than I think it is, because it has been a year of me actually being abstinent, if I may say so. Well, almost a year, I don't know if I should say more, not more than a year, but close to a year of me not actually being intimate with anybody. And I'm a person I'm a person who wouldn't be in a romantic relationship but will still get pleasure mainly from myself. How deep can we go? How detailed are we gonna be? So I kind of like bumped into a podcast episode and they were talking about purity. I don't know how I came across this word, but I'm just being drawn towards this concept, and I've honestly just been avoiding it for weeks or even a month or months, I don't know. But I think I should look into it really, and I think it's going to be beneficial for me, honestly, because most of the time you're not supposed to engage in sexual activities, because of you have to remain pure for your gift to blossom or grow in a way that is expected. So I think that is why I'm being called to this purity thing. But also it's like I've been celibate for some time in the past, and I broke the celibacy when I got into relationships, or sometimes it felt like I said I want to be celibate but I wasn't sure, like I didn't want to commit to it, like I knew I was celibate, not by choice sometimes. So now it's sort of like I'm choosing purity, but it's like I'm not choosing it for myself, I'm choosing it for my spiritual journey. I'm choosing it for God. I don't want to say God. Like everybody's talking about God nowadays, and it's sort of like a trend in a way. I just want to like restart and reset, and also with my relationship with my baby daddy, like the chemistry was there, it was so deep, like the chemistry was so deep, like I knew that I was attracted to this person emotionally because of he's intellectual, and we could hold conversations like, yo, dude, we could hold conversations. For the first time we spoke about so many things, and we were in sync, like mentally we were here, we were clicking, and it was surprising for me, who were like, "Ow, Kanti, I can engage with a guy like this and not feel weird about it, or not want to push him away or punch him in his fucking face." Like, oh, he wasn't even trying. He's just so gentle. Like his personality, he's a gentle person. So I think my soul was just accepting of him, and I just focused on that. I just focused on the moment and everything else, and I ended up having my baby. And in the process of us talking, like for the weeks we were talking, well, for the second week we met, I actually, well, they were playing soccer and we were there watching, and then we booked because he felt sweaty and he wanted to take a shower, but also he invited me to the shower, and I was like, no, actually I don't want to, like I don't want to put myself in a situation that I cannot take myself out of. And that was sort of a pathway for us to know each other intimately, even though we didn't partake in the sexual act, but we saw each other naked, and that sort of like led us closer to each other, because even though we didn't penetrate each other, we like there was a lot of mourning happening. And then I realized that I'm sexually attracted to him, and it wasn't easy, it wasn't forced, it felt good, yabon. So I don't want to find myself in such situations again, even with him, yabon, because there was a lot of confusion that happened afterwards, and it's things we could have avoided if we just stayed in the talking stage for that particular month. Because us, like, getting in the shower together led us to like made things intense for us when we met, because we wanted to see what could happen, and we saw what could happen. And every 2 weeks later, I missed my periods, and now Sunshine is here. So it's like, I do get the reason why I have to do it, and it makes so much sense to me, because I don't want to find myself in these type of situations again, just because of I'm in the moment and I'm enjoying, and I'm curious as to why am I attracted to this person so much. Because if you've been here long enough, you know that I've been with girls for the past few years, and I've been talking about how unattracted I am to men. So I was honestly, truly curious as to why am I attracted to him. Because if I put a picture of him right here, he's not the most good looking guy, but everything about him said yes. Everything about that moment said yes, yaban. So it was that. But also, it's like, if I do go on this journey, I'm on a mission to have more kids, because I think my life purpose is to be a mom. Like, I know I'm spiritually gifted, but I want to be a mom. Like, I want to have a big family. It's me saying I want to have a big family, but last year I was on about wanting a baby and not wanting the man to be a part of the baby's life, and what else? Just wanting a sperm donor, marriage not being a trophy for me. I didn't want marriage, and I was so specific to the universe when I was manifesting, and I got exactly that. But now that I have what I asked for, I don't want it, you know. So I want a big family, and obviously I want, like, let me just say, I want a lot of kids, and I don't want to be that girl who has multiple baby daddies. I don't know if you hear me. And me and my baby daddy are not in a relationship. Well, we're not. Yeah, we are not. I know that could be offensive to him, but if we're being honest, we just I can't even say co-parenting, because I am solo parenting. He's just supporting the baby financially. I was about to say us, but I just realized the allowance just works on the baby. It used to be allowing when I was pregnant, but now things have changed, and sometimes you just don't want to talk about things. So I don't know why I'm talking about this. I was just talking about the purity journey that I'm being called to, and it becomes so hard, so difficult for me to decide, because I've seen people talk about purity rings and whatever, but I think that is what to put me in line. I think that is what to make me get committed. I know people relapse and everything, but I truly, like, honestly believe that is what's going to keep me in mind. And I just want to say that I'm not gonna do it. Well, if I do decide to do it, I'm not gonna do it to say I am keeping myself for marriage. Well, I would love to get married, but I would just do it for my spiritual benefits, for my spiritual journey, for my spiritual purity, so that I can vibrate higher, so that I can sustain, so that I can keep my energy to myself and not just share it with just anybody. Because for me, it's quite difficult, because sometimes I would engage with a person and just, even what they talk about when they talk about how they speak about when they speak about soul ties, I would experience something similar. And it's sort of like, now I have to cleanse that person's energy off me. And sometimes it's quite draining because I just attach myself to this person, and it becomes harder for me to, even if maybe I do a quick smelling and a cleansing here and there, because I'm not a person, even though I haven't Dumba, I'm not a person who frequents to the Ndumba. Yabo. So I don't go in there, grab Muti and do something. It just, I'm just a lazy being. Yabo. So those things tend to affect me on a higher level. So it's sort of like me saying, I'm committing myself to do better as a healer and to stay pure for whatever acts of rituals, for whatever rituals that I'm gonna be doing from now going forward. I don't know if this how long this is gonna go for, and there are people who are trying to talk to me, and sometimes I do talk to them. Well, I do not sometimes. I do talk to them back, but it's sort of like sometimes I pull back. I pull to myself, because it's like, even though I was not putting a word to it, I wanted to stay pure and I didn't want to engage with anybody sexually. And I was supposed to be on a date last week, during the week, I think on Friday, if not Thursday. I was getting ready, and I was getting ready, and this person has spoke about going out and not to their house, because I wouldn't be comfortable for a first date to be at your house. And then now that we were talking about it, or now that I was getting ready, he was asking me if I'm coming along with the baby, and we talked about it and we were both okay about it. No. No, bye-bye.
I always do something and mention I'm coming back.
No, you don't have to come back. Yeah, so we spoke about it and we were cool with me being the baby, because my baby is too young. This person wanted to come fetch me after I gave birth. That's how I don't want to say persistent, but that's how consistent he's been. Mamela, I want this step. No, get out. No, how it's on 2000, get out. Get the fuck out. Yo. Oh. So yeah, because he was asking me out during my pregnancy, and then nobody could see that I was pregnant, to be honest with you. I was still posting on TikTok. I was still not as consistent. I was still shooting on Instagram. I was still posting on YouTube. I was still walking down the streets, and nobody could tell I was pregnant up until I was 9 months. Yeah, almost 2, maybe 2 weeks before I gave birth. So people were still asking me out, and some of them I opened up and told them, like, I am pregnant, and this particular person I was supposed to be on a date with last week, he said, nah, he will wait for me, this, that, and the third, everything that. And he was offering, like, even to kind of like give me money in a way. And I'm honestly not down for it, because if you give me something, I believe that I would have to give you something in return. That's what I believe in. Some people can get stuff and not feel guilty about it and not give out anything or even attention. But for me, that's different. I don't take nothing from you if I know that I don't even want you a bit. So I was just on the mindset of entertaining the thought because I was out here being lonely during my pregnancy. So, but every time we had to meet, I would come up with an excuse because I hated people during that time. So it was that. It was giving just that. So now, this time around, I was getting ready and I was serious about meeting him this time around. And he said that he doesn't want my baby to feel bored while we're still there. And my mind literally just went there. Like, how would my baby be bored? What would we be doing? I literally didn't answer that text. That was the last time I spoke to him. Because, what do you mean? Like, what do you mean? The brother, like, what do you mean? Yeah, but so it's sort of like I could start dating, but even if I do start dating, eventually I would have to speak about me not wanting to engage in sexual activities, and there would be a question, Yori, but you have a baby, but you've been sexually active and excessively in high school, excessively. Yeah, but so I really just don't wanna be out here talking about it. I don't even know why I'm out here talking about it, but like, yeah, that's it. I don't even have the energy to vlog. I don't know what's there to vlog for YouTube, honestly, but yeah, I don't know if I make sense. Please do tell me if I do make sense. Please tell me if I make sense, because I feel so out of line. And there are so many things that I'm not doing that my peers are doing. And this was the only thing that was like in common with everybody else. Like lifestyle. Yeah, but this was like the only thing I can pin out. Yeah, Lena gets into this wanky badge. Yeah, but everything else, I don't go out clubbing. I don't cruise. Like, I'm not outside on weekends. I'm just cooped up in my house. Even before I had a baby, that has just been my life. So, God, that was like, if I could call it sin. No, that was. Well, is dating the same gender sin? I don't think it's sin. Guys, I'm in my head. Let me just wrap it up here for today.
Susinkathaso, nathi nkathaso, gogo ndicela iyeza lokugaba, ngikhuphe inkathaso, ngoba nansi inkathaso, ngifika ebusuku, iyeza nasemini, inkathaso.
even is even the campana away. It got so Tangalambu. Lambuma. Tangalambu. Today was a long day and I'm actually so sick, like so sick. I feel myself losing my voice, not even losing my voice, but hakibuwa, I feel pain on my throat. Yabon, today was the 29th. We were supposed to go to the clinic today, but it was just not happening because I was so sick and I could feel myself when I woke up. Yes, I'm sick. My mother was sick last week. She had the flu. My mom had the flu first, so my mom transferred it to my mellow. My mellow transferred it to us. When I say us, I mean like me and Sunshine, because we share a bed really three, and we currently have a visitor, so we couldn't kick her out. And it's quite annoying that we have to deal with this, but Sunshine is better than I am. I'm definitely dying. I was even asking myself, if I had colostrum, would I also feel better? Because in Sunshine I could see the symptoms earlier. Plus, besides, we went to Orangeville late last weekend. Like Khatamile was see, because there was just a lot of complications. So so it was coming. I saw it coming. So so since I gave her Sunshine colostrum, because obviously I was pumping, and the milk that you pump on the first week, apparently when you just gave birth, is important for the baby when the baby gets sick, because you can literally just give the baby the milk and they would be cured. And I've seen that happen quite a few times to Sunshine. When I see hore I just give them colostrum and sharp. So but then now it looks like my milk supply was very low, so the colostrum didn't just come up. I think for the whole month of May I was just keeping out colostrum, and then milk started coming June, and my milk supply kind of like increased afterwards, so that was good. Literally, I'm not feeding him from the boob. I'm literally just giving him the milk that's pumped, that's stored. Yeah, I just wanted to say that I don't know if I'll be able to take him to the clinic tomorrow, and it's gonna be annoying because of injections on 2 thighs. So we're going to have one hell of a time. And since Asokori said this couple of few days, because Wakula, like means Allah, and he's not usually the baby who cries. So he's just been crying, and I'm also sick, so the both of us are sick. And I felt it more when I had to wake up. Well, today actually, when I speak for long, I feel it here, the crust, the itch. I actually feel it. When I had to wake up, like in the middle of the night, to change his diapers, like I could feel my shoulders, my back just saying no, and I knew, hurry, I'm sick, something is wrong. My hair is a mess. My hair is a mess, and I don't know what I'm gonna do about it. Probably nothing. As time goes on, I just realized I've vlogged the whole day, but I didn't say a word. That's my cue to leave. Let me love and leave you guys. I will see you tomorrow. My mom wanting to take not my mom wanting to take Sunshine to sleep with him because I'm sick. Like, I'm gonna miss him. Who am I gonna cuddle through the night? Oh my god. Who am I gonna cuddle through the night? Because he sleeps right here. Like, right here. Not on a pillow. Like, not on a pillow. I cannot. Like, this is gonna be a very tough night. Like, today's gonna be a very, 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 very tough night. Damn. I wanna unsick myself so bad. What do you mean? What do you mean? Like, I already miss him just chilling in the bedroom and whenever it's come out. Like, I'm literally isolated watching YouTube, but I miss him. So imagine me not sleeping with him the whole night. That's mad. Like, that's insane. Damn. Jesus. Yeah. I literally woke up with heavy boobs and I had to pump. I did that. I will show you just now. And I went to my mom's bedroom because I'm like, I need my son. I'm still sick though, but I kind of feel a bit better, you know. And I feel like I come out and they are sleeping, but the baby is there like eating his hands. I don't know if I should feed him from the boob because my boobs are full and they are painful. I've pumped, but next week in water, so I had to go. And now I'm back. And yeah, I'm just gonna chill with him. It's 5:05. Hello, Vana. Hi, Skanda Jamato. I think he's hungry. This is the milk I pumped. I don't know after how long I'm doing this because I haven't done this in a minute. Me saying I want to start 75 hard, but this is what comes out of my drawers, like packets of sweets, because Angela was here last week and he brought me something, and now the chocolates go like. Also, Kijama going almost every day, so how are we gonna do 75 hard? But I want to do it, like I want to do it, and I just checked my calendar. Looks like no, looks like on that 75 hard journey on my birthday, which I don't know if it's gonna be a problem or not because I hardly have plans. Pajama what is this? What the fuck is that? It's getting warm outside. Go get clap someone and give me because I feel a bit better today. I feel a bit better today.
Mokgotsi ko wa tshwe wena. Tlo mokgotsi wa ka, ntwena ke moment. O tlama bana ba hao le ngwana hao. Jo.
Guys, because like, what do you mean that every day how Victoria sona le ngwana vele ke na le ngwana a bathong se tshwa motho diile ao ke mampari heo re hlabe re thuno tlo batla ke batle straight like ungena phi like where's the door where you enter like what do you enter I understand the people who are like how can't you sona le ngwana yeah se ke na le ngwana okay I didn't know you were pregnant that's cool Bari kena. Do you even know the person you're referring to? You don't. So, dude, don't do that. And also, why are you saying that now? So you had a crush all the time. You shut your mouth. Now that you see that I have a baby, your mouth is big. Like you can speak, you can say whatever the shit you want to say. Stop that nonsense. Like stop it. How my kids sit on a it's fine. How I'm trying to or anything. We're not friends. Let like a mean girl because of whatever that I just said. That's lol no hood. Lol no veil. Lol no. Hey. And and in real life, Sunshine is not your friend. Like I know. Sunshine is not your friend. Don't come here. Okay, Mobi, then what? Do you have to say it out loud? Guys, like we don't play like that. And looking you straight in the eye. Don't be having an attitude because you started it. Yeah, man. So I have a few pimples. I didn't do my skincare routine today. It's just a sunscreen pad. And dude, when I say I'm dying, clinic they didn't even help me because and when I got in there, they could clearly see the flu is fluing. But happy. And obviously that was going to be like a long time. It was gonna take a long time. But then in Shapo, I got to reception. There's no one there. I'm like, I better go home because the way that I'm feeling right now, my nose is on fire, my throat is on fire, but at least I'm better than I was. No bad, yeah, man. So yes, I wanna make tea and have it with some biscuits I got in the morning. And maybe sleep because I can have an appetite or I can have enjoy it. So I'm just gonna sleep. Hello. How are you? He hardly cries clinicking. He just like cried the second time because the first time and it was like he was shook, like he felt it but he was like, is that really happening? And then they went to the second time and then bamhlaba your hair would since guys, and then bamhlaba then he sort of like cried, well not sort of, he cried for maybe 2 minutes and then I quickly like got him and then he slept. And then we came back home. I was supposed to go back to the reception. I can go back to the sister. And obviously I was not gonna skip the line because I wanted meds for my flu. Cause she could see like I'm sick. She was like, give me real because I could look at someone and stuff. And then I was like, oh, okay. But then I had the reception. I found her because it looked like it was lunchtime. Like, when I was reception, and I was like, do I wait? Or what? But ha ke motho le mekhiana. Like kandumbeng, I hardly go kandumbeng because I get motho le meds. If I get sick for more than a week, that's when I take whatever insulin seriously. But if like I can push through, like in a headache, I don't just like run to the shop or something. If I'm really sick, that's where like say okay, and then I thought of met lemon, but then in Banjata met lemon 900 not with my money. Not with my money. And then I got whatever snacks I got. And then when my mom got here later on, she could see how I was dying. Like I was dying. And I was thugging it out, thinking more like, no, it's just flu. Like it's just smelling a flu. But it wasn't. So she bought whatever that she bought. So then skip some bun, whatever that she bought for me, and then we were good. Bluey. So yeah, I'm just gonna have this and then probably just sleep afterwards. I don't know. I will see what the vibe is.